Am I the asshole for wanting to leave my husband because of what he said during the presidential debate? I've been married to my husband for 14 years, and we have 2 children, a son who is 9 and a daughter who is 8. We've had our ups and downs like every couple, but recently, something happened that I can't shake, and now I'm questioning everything. A few nights ago, we were watching the presidential debate together as a family. My son asked if my husband would be voting for the woman candidate. Without missing a beat, he said no, because a woman is not strong enough to run a country. He went on to say that a woman would be at the mercy of her hormones and could nuke the nation during that time of the month. I was stunned. My daughter immediately looked at me and I could see the hurt in her eyes. My son, on the other hand, was nodding along as if everything his father said was gospel. That moment crushed me. I've noticed my son has started showing tendencies to see women as the weaker sex. He prefers to handle the money, even in games, while leaving his sister or me to do the more domestic tasks. I've been trying to correct that behavior when I see it, but now I realize where it's coming from. His father. My husband has never been openly sexist in the past, but now I can't unsee it. He prefers to handle all the outside chores while I handle everything inside, which I used to be okay with. He's always been a good provider, but what kind of example is he setting for our kids? I'm starting to think this isn't a one-time slip. There have been a few other things that make me believe he'll never change. He insists on managing our finances, no matter how much I try to be involved. It started off as him being the one who was better with money, but now I realize it's about control. Whenever I suggest we revisit the budget or make decisions together, he brushes me off, saying it's too complicated or that I wouldn't understand. He discourages our daughter from participating in boy activities. She's been interested in playing soccer, but he always tells her it's too rough for girls and that she should focus on something like ballet. When I told him to let her decide for herself, he just laughed and said, "She'll thank me later." He talks down to me in front of the kids. It's subtle, but it's there. If I make a suggestion about something, like a weekend plan or a parenting decision, he'll say things like, "I'll handle it," or "Just let me take care of it," as if my input doesn't matter. My son has started doing the same thing. He dismisses his sister's ideas and tells her he knows better. I'm repulsed by what my husband is teaching our children. I've tried talking to him about his comments during the debate, about how harmful and sexist they were, especially in front of our daughter. He doubled down, saying that he was just being realistic and that it's biology, not sexism. I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle. I don't want my daughter to grow up thinking she's less capable than her brother, or my son to think that being a man means controlling everything. But the man who's supposed to be my partner in raising these kids is setting an example that I can't stand behind. I'm at the point where I'm considering leaving him. I've never felt so disgusted and hopeless. So, would I be the asshole if I left my husband of 14 years because of what he's teaching our kids?